Okay folks, today I'm going to show you how to plot a tornado graph using Origin Pro. Let's open Origin Pro. Okay, let's open a blank worksheet. And now the first thing that I want to do is rename this worksheet as data. And now for this tornado graph we need actually 3 columns. So in the first column we will have our variables, which are the ones we change to have the impact on our output value, and by changing these variables we might have a reduction from our base value of the output or maybe an increment. So in the first column we can list our variables. So for this demonstration I'm going to use just variable 1 to 5. I'll type variable 1 and I'll drag from the little corner, and I'll have only 5 variables just for the demonstration purpose, and each of these variables will be varied from plus or minus 5%. So that's just for the demonstration purpose, but in a real world or in your real data set this might be a different case. So now the reduced value or the increased value might be any value from your, it should be around your center or the base value. So for this demonstration I think my base value will be 35. So I'll fill my increased or reduced value just based on that middle value. So now that we have our data set, so next thing we need to plot our tornado graph. So how we do it? Select the data by clicking on the left top corner and right click, go to plot, bar, and select the bar from that list. And now we'll have a graph which is like a one-sided graph from a y-axis located at x equals 0 and all the bars on the right hand side. But what we need is our y-axis should be located at 35. To do this, what we need to do is just double click on the tick labels. You can do it on either X tick labels or Y tick labels. Here I just double clicked on X tick labels, and we'll be landed onto a window where we can change our line and ticks. So click on the line and ticks tab. So there you might want to go to the left y-axis or maybe the left, and then you need to change the axis position. So here we're going to put our base value. So in this example we're going to use 35 as the base value. Click apply. Now you can see your bars are ordered or arranged on the either side of the y-axis, which is located at 35, but still they are not in the right order, so we can change these ones. Now if you see your scale of the x-axis, so we actually don't need it to start from the 0, so we're going to change our horizontal scale of the axis from, let's say, 18 to 52. Okay, now you have a better view than before. Still, if you notice this, you can see your variables are from top to bottom comes as like 5 to 1, so that they are in the descending order. You can just change this, go to vertical and check the reverse checkbox. Once you've done that, if you click apply, you can see now your variables are from top to bottom like you wanted, like variable 1 to 5, that is as in ascending order. Now still this tornado graph is not finished, so there are some other things to do. Like if you go to horizontal axis, I just want to change the tick labels, goes from like 20 to 25. That means the value should be changed at every 5. So I just click the horizontal major ticks at each 5, and I don't need any other minor tick labels in between, so I place or put 0 there and click apply. Now you can see our tick labels, major tick labels on x-axis appears on each 5s. Now I just want to have my vertical grid enabled. So what I do is just go to grids and go to vertical and click on show. If you check that one, and you'll have a grid label, and I just want to change this to dash and click apply. Now you can see your grids, vertical grids, but I don't want the horizontal grids, but if you want you can keep it. Since I don't want, I'll uncheck it and click apply. Now click OK. So the next thing that I want to do is just move this legend just under the plot area, and then if you want to do the further changes and have your bars overlapped and extended from the same place, same tick place, what you're going to do, just right click on a one bar, and in the next window click on the spacing tab, and if you change the gap between or the overlap to, first let's change the gap between the bars or the overlaps, yes. So we can change this to 100. So if you do it like that and click apply, you can see your bars will overlap and it will like extend it to either side of the base value from same tick. And then the gap between the bars you can change as you wish. So I'd rather prefer to have it as 40, and then that's pretty much it. But if you want to change the colors of any of these bars, you can go to pattern, and you can just change the line color and the fill color and everything in this window. That's for the color. And then you can change the transparency. Click OK. Now if you want to resize the plot area, what you need to do is just click in the middle of the plot area, and then you can see the border is highlighted with those little ticks, like the resizing symbols, and now you can just drag and drop to whichever the size you want. I just want to make it a little bit further smaller, or the height, I don't want that much of height. Now I feel like it's okay, but now you can see your y-axis labels or the variables, the text is really small, so you can change these ones, the font size and the font type and whatever. If you want to bold, you can change it that way. And to do, before I'll just move the plot area a little bit to the right, and then I'll change it to maybe 26. I don't know, you can change it to whatever the value you wish. And in this example, if you want to change the x-axis title, so you can just double click and then it'll open like a text box, and then you can type it in whatever you want. So here I'm going to use LCOE, which stands for levelized cost of energy, and it is measured using $cents per kilowatt hour. So I just took this one as a random guess. So now our tornado graph is like almost 95% done. So next thing you want to do is just arrange these variables and axis labels or tick labels, whatever the way you want. And I just maximize this one so you can have a better look. So I would rather like to have this legend arranged horizontally. So right click, go to legend, arrange horizontal. So now you can just move this one, and if you want to do, you know, the other decorations, like I just want to resize the block size. So what I'll do, right click on the legend and go to properties, and then if you click on the symbol tab, and you can change the block width and height. You can see how it changes on the display, and if you click apply, you can see your legend block size are changed. So now that's it, pretty much. Now we have a tornado graph. So that's how you plot a tornado graph using Origin. Thanks for watching.